Otedola with the money, G-Mike with the love, Okocha with the ball, Maggie with the sauce, Otedola with the money, oh, Ranzanoa with the love, Okocha with the balling, oh, Ajinomoto with the sauce.
A little bit of my background. My mom is Ghanaian, my dad is Nigerian, so I'm a mix of Nigeria and Ghana, and I like Nigerian and Ghanaian jollof rice. I started music at a really young age. I think I was about 8 years old at the time. My uncles used to write music, and I just used to hang around them, and I was just really fascinated by how they were composing lyrics and coming up with melodies and stuff. And I just wanted to be like them. My mom too was she was a choir at church at the time, and I used to go to church with her and just sit in the congregation and just watch her perform. And I thought all the stuff that they were doing were really interesting. And I just grew up, trying to emulate them, and that's how music really started for me. How did I come about Dice Ailes? Dice describes that there's many sides to me as an artist, that I'm versatile and I like to, experiment with different sounds. And Ailes was gotten out of my last name, which is Ailes. My father wasn't really okay with the idea. He just wanted me to study medicine. But my mom didn't really mind because she was the music person, and she was always supporting. Like, even times when I wanted to record, she would give me money for sessions and stuff. But before that happened, I had to sort of prove myself that I really wanted to do it. So I saved up money for my first session ever, and then I played her the song as soon as I recorded it. And I think that was one of the points where she knew that I was really serious about it. And she's just been supportive since then. And my dad is supportive now too. He just called me a few days ago and he was telling me how he was reading Punch newspaper and he saw some news about me and stuff. And I think that he's just proud of what I've been able to achieve for myself over time. And now, yeah, they pray for me and support however they can. How did I get into Chocolate City? So in 2013, I think I came to Nigeria to promote one of my songs called Yemisi. And while we were promoting, somehow I met MI, and he heard my music and he was just blown away by what he heard. And the following day after we met, he said that he wanted us to meet with Aldu, and then I met up with Aldu. We heard some more stuff, and Chocolate City started to discuss plans of signing. And so I went back to Canada a few days later, and 8 months down the line, they sent contracts and then we signed, and the rest is history. Is MI a mentor? Of course, MI is a mentor. He's been there before me. He's done a lot of stuff. He's impacted the Nigerian music industry very positively, even the hip hop scene. Growing up, I listened to his music, so I'm influenced by MI, and it's definitely an honor working with him and having him on my team. Predominantly I do Afro pop, but I like to experiment with my sounds. I don't like to be boxed. So if you hear Miracle, Ella, Otedola, Mr. Biggs, all these songs are different genres and different sounds. So I don't think that I have a specific genre that describes me. I'm just an all-around artist. Yeah, for sure. Otedola blew up like crazy, and he definitely got me closer to the family. Me and Cuppy are really close now, and even Femi Otedola, I met him, and he's a fan of the song. Every time that I speak to him on the phone, he goes, "Otedola with the money," and I find that really funny. But yeah, shout out to the family. What do I hate about being a celebrity? I think that being famous and being a celebrity just takes away your freedom. And you have to be overly cautious of the things that you do and say in public. And, because you work so hard to get to this point where everybody's loving you, and you could just easily ruin it with one simple mistake. And so that's one thing that I hate about being famous. And what I love about it is, I mean, I always dreamt about this. With my fame, I've been able to make a lot of money. People respect me. People listen to my music. And there's a lot of girls, I think those are some of the things that I love about being famous. Of all the songs I put out so far, I think Ella is my favorite song. And that's because I put in a lot of work into the production. Like even the video, like we traveled like 6 hours to where we shot it, and it was freezing. We were dying out there in the cold. I broke my wrist, just snowboarding from on top of the hill down. And like, it was just so much work, and that's why I love the song so much. And I feel like it actually didn't get the type of recognition that I thought it was gonna get. And people always tend to people generally love it, but I feel like people don't understand the work that we put into that. And I urge people to pay attention to the video, pay attention to the music, the production, the lyrics, everything. And yeah, Ella is my favorite song. I don't think that South Africans can rap better than Nigerians. Like, I don't think that anywhere in this world you can do anything better than a Nigerian. I only feel that hip-hop or rap music isn't mainstream in Nigeria, and that's the reason that you're not hearing as much hip-hop as you should be hearing. But I know that for sure. There's a lot of people on the mainland, on the island, everywhere, in PH and everywhere across the country that can really do this hip-hop thing for real. And yeah, but I don't know if it's gonna happen anytime soon, but I'm hopeful that soon Nigeria is gonna get there and hip-hop will be recognized. My top 5 rappers in Nigeria: Ailes, MI, Loose Canaan, Mode 9, and Alamide. Nah, man, we can't give up anything. They work hand in hand. Nah, man, I can't give up anything for anything. I love my music and I love my face. Ah, man, maybe Fela Kuti, because like his life was so dramatic, and like I would just want to, and he has so many wives, and I just want I think that I just want to experience, everything that he experienced and how he was just like being very like tyrant and, just fighting against society. I mean, he was doing it for a good cause, but like I would just like to experience, and he's so legendary, I'd like to experience Fela Kuti. Yeah, so the kidnap story. So we were driving from the club to the hotel at like 4 a.m. and so like we realized that some car was just driving behind us, and my manager was just saying that, who is this guy driving behind us? And just as he was saying it, the car just sort of sped up to us. Like we're close to like an underbridge, and the car just sped up and then just overtook, and then another car blocked us behind, and then they came out the car with guns. And so at this point, the club that brought us out had provided security for us. And while all this stuff is happening, like the security just kept on driving. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, that's when I knew that it was actually targeted, like someone actually planned this whole thing. And I don't know, somehow God was with us, we escaped it. But I urge everybody, man, just, work with your own security and, just be safe out there. At least from the police. So we heard that night that some of the guys were arrested, but I don't know how true that is. I mean, the next morning I flew out of the city and I came back to Lagos. And like I haven't really followed up on the story because, at the end of the day we're safe. Album. So second quarter of this year I'm gonna be dropping a tape. So that's like a body of work. I know a lot of people have been expecting that, so it's happening for sure. I'm not like I'm not really big on like doing features and stuff. It's mostly my music that's gonna be on the tape, but yeah, we might feature a couple people on there. G Mike with the love. Yo, what's up? What's going on? It's Dice Ailes, aka Mr. Miyagi, and right now you're watching Vibe.ng. Keep it on.